Good afternoon. A very warm welcome to the Pretlove for the Lincoln School of Architecture and Built Environment. My name is Stephen Pretlove and I am the head of the school. The Lincoln School of Architecture and the Built Environment is one of 6 schools in the College of Art.
I apologise. We appear to be having some technical issues with the online presentation. I think I'm now back live, so I will continue with my presentation. Our school has a very focused set of programmes, including all 3 of the RIBA and ARB accredited, validated and prescribed programmes in architecture. We have 3 programmes in construction science and management, including our undergraduate BSc, our master's degree and a PhD programme. We also have an undergraduate programme in architectural science and technology, together with a PhD programme in architecture, and we run an unvalidated architecture programme which we deliver at the Hong Kong Design Institute in Hong Kong, and for which we have a few students in Lincoln. Our school currently has approximately 300 students and it has 21 dedicated members of staff. That leads to a staff-student ratio of just over 14, which represents a typical studio size in our school. In other words, 14 students or thereabouts will be in a studio group and will have a dedicated full-time tutor to support them. We're very proud of the fact that our staff come from a very mixed and broad international background, and staff in the school come from a variety of areas, including Europe, Africa, the Middle East, Asia, and Australasia. We're currently ranked as the 13th school out of 52 in the UK by the Good University Guide of 2020, published by The Guardian in June 2019, and we're very proud of this fact. We are also very proud that graduates from our school get very good levels of employment, and over 90% of the graduates from our school found employment within the sector and within their disciplines within 6 months of graduating from our school. The architecture programs are fully validated by the RIBA. We went through a validation process with them in 2017, and we got validation for parts 1, 2, and 3 without conditions for a 5-year period. So we are due for a revalidation in 2022. All of our programs are also prescribed by the Architects Registration Board, which means that at the end of this program of study, on successful completion, you will be able to call yourself a registered architect and act as an architect on a legal basis. We've also achieved full accreditation of our construction programs at undergraduate and postgraduate level from the Chartered Institute of Building, and we're currently working towards accreditation of our architectural science and technology programs by the CIAT. We have a professional advisory board which advises the school on curriculum development and, in essence, ensures that the graduates from our school have the skills and knowledge that industry requires. These are senior personnel from these organisations, which are located both locally, nationally, and at some level internationally. The school owns a number of dedicated facilities, including shared ownership of the significant and comprehensive workshops on the ground floor of our building. We own a number of studio spaces for both undergraduate and postgraduate studio sessions. We have dedicated CAD lab facilities with specialist hardware and software as required by our programs. And we also have an environmental science laboratory, which is equipped with a whole host of science and environmental equipment to support students in their study. We are acutely aware that the built environment is developing rapidly, and our curriculum reflect these rapid developments in innovation. So things like the digital engineering, 2-dimensional, 3-dimensional modeling, robotics, laser scanning, drone technology, autonomous materials, autonomous vehicles, off-site construction, 3D printing, and advances in material technology are built into our curriculum, and we're constantly developing that curriculum to reflect how the industry is developing. Our B-Arch architecture program can be studied in 3 years full-time or can be studied in 5 years part-time, and it is designed around the responsibilities of an architect through the various stages of design, through from strategic definition of a project through to project completion and buildings being occupied. In addition to that, we break down what we deliver in each of our 3 undergraduate years to a whole series of different learning skills and different opportunities to carry out different levels of model making, drawing, site visits, live projects, mentoring with other students, etc. And we pride ourselves very much on the very grounded program that we deliver. Students who graduate from the University of Lincoln will immediately find themselves useful to practice. They will have the knowledge and skills required to start work immediately. And we pride ourselves on their ability to resolve buildings both on an artistic level, but also in terms of technology and science and environment. We spend a considerable amount of time looking at technical details of buildings, and our students spend a considerable amount of time building models. The ethos that we have adapted in the school is learning through making. Our construction science and management program can also be studied in 3 years full-time or 5 years part-time. It is a program that has been designed around the Chartered Institute of Building educational framework. It's been developed in collaboration with our professional advisory board, and what makes this program distinct from others in the UK is essentially that we believe graduates from this program should have an equal understanding of science and technology as they do of the management process. There are a number of core themes throughout the program: science and technology, ICT and management, but in addition, as a requirement of professional accreditation, students also study areas like law, finance, health and safety, land surveying, and context. Our architectural science and technology program is similar to the construction program in that something like 80% of the modules are shared. So students for architectural science and technology and construction science and management spend much of their time working together in a very interdisciplinary way. It can be studied in 3 years full-time and 5 years part-time. Architectural technologists are becoming an essential part of the building design process. They lead projects, they manage projects, they are the specialists in technology, and they are often the digital lead in an architectural practice. The program is similar to construction in that it has core themes in science and technology, ICT, and science and technology studio, and supplementary themes in law, finance, health and safety, and context. So the key difference between this program and construction is that these students will study design studio, but with an emphasis on science and technology. And I have run out of time, but I would like to just say all of the information that you might find useful about the school and the website, school and the programs are on the website. I'm about to go to the Unibuddy website and will answer any questions that anyone has over the next few hours. And we are, of course, also happy to call you back should you need to have a conversation. Thank you very much for listening to me, and I look forward to further dialogue with you. Sorry also about the technical issues. Thank you.